now I tuned into something super tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game, tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low love from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.
Already, baby, what it do? It's your big dog, Bobo Luciano. We in the house again, in the building. Thank you again for tuning in to Super Tight TV, because without y'all, it is no us. Because you know what? We back again, up your back, going smack, smack, smack. And I hope it feels really good to you, too, because it feels good to us to be here. And today, I got one of those ones.
One of
them ones, man. When y'all think it's a game out here in these streets, when we start this platform, I want to bring out the ones that some could get, some couldn't get.
You know what I'm talking about?
You might get the ones, but you might not get the story that I can get out of them. Because I know them.
Because it's the truth, though.
But I be knowing them. I know you.
Already.
Everybody pretty much that done came through here, I know them. And then if I don't know them, I get to know them real fast. And then, you know, we got kindred spirits and we going to get this thing to jumping.
Already.
So, I know y'all. And I can ask them questions without the drama, just the truth.
Nothing but.
Big facts, like the youngsters say. Big facts.
That's it. That's all I speak on.
Wait a minute. No, this is what they say. No cap.
None.
No cap at all, okay? So, today, I got a serious one. You from the Grove?
Already. Born and raised.
I'm ready, man. From
Rolling Fork
PG. I'm talking about Pleasant Grove.
The house with the M on it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we do it. I got one of them ones. I'm telling y'all, man, I got my guy. He gonna take y'all down through a serious history lesson today. Y'all got to stay focused. Y'all got to stay ready. I got that nigga in the house. DJ Curious.
Already. What's so ready?
Say. It ain't no game.
This ain't the Dirty Side Block Party, is it?
Feel like it though, don't it?
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. It's the Dirty Side Block Party, but I'm cussing now.
Ooh, we ain't got to get...
And I can't play no music, though.
Oh, man.
Man, I wish I could break some music. You know, people used to always ask me curious. They say, do you miss rapping?
You miss it?
I said, no. The only thing I really missed about everything that I ever did was that damn radio show. Man, because I felt like I was helping people.
And you did. I mean, you helped what I was doing out a whole lot, man. Yes. And I'm very appreciative.
Thank you, bro. I mean, as long as you were helping me by bringing me some product.
Hey, you know,
think about it though.
I appreciate it.
If I got a gun with no bullets,
you ain't got a gun.
I ain't got no gun. You had to give me them bullets.
Already.
I had to get the bullets from everybody around town, everybody in the South, and I had to filter through it. Cause it was some blanks in there, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There was some caps up in that old, bro.
But you know, I brought you the
you brought me them hollows.
Man, we're gonna open them up.
Well, now what's the other ones called? Hydro shocks.
You know what I'm talking about?
Them ones with the little pin in the middle that mushroom out and blow up inside you and go fragment it.
And keep going though.
Yeah, you know kill your ass. And you did kill it.
I appreciate it, man.
So I got my man DJ Curious in the house. I'm sorry that my wife ain't here to see this because she was there that day.
Yes, she was.
She was there that day.
And DJ Fish.
DJ Fish was there. Shout out to my man DJ Fish.
Yes, sir.
And everybody else with the Dirty South Block Party show. Man, I've been seeing that up your back going smack, smack, smack a long time.
Yes, sir.
Man, so we here, and I want you to take them down through there. Okay? We already kind of, let them know where you from, but, tell them who you are, where you from, a little bit about yourself. We just, tell them what we just was talking about, your parents, your upbringing, that type of thing, and then we're going to go through there.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? Man, born and raised in Pleasant Grove, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Skyline representative.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the Mighty Raiders.
Skyline, you know my alma mater. Proudly we proclaim.
We proclaim. You know what I'm talking about?
All respects to all her standards. Honor to. Boy, y'all don't want that.
Hold up. Yes, sir. That sky blue and that red. You know
let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up over there, man, off of St. Francis and Rolling Fork. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
The house with the M on it. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying?
What that mean? Money?
Maize.
Oh, maize. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But, man, I'm a product of Charlotte Mays, who was the deputy mayor pro tem of Dallas. Dr. John Mays. My dad had a doctoral degree in education.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then just a solid background, man. Number 8 of 9 children. Yeah, man, it's a lot. You know, it's a big blended family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just make sure that every day, even to this day, still that I honor my mother, and my father.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For just trying to make sure I live up to the name. You know what I'm saying? And the foundation that my parents have both laid. You know what I'm saying, throughout the city and all that, just to make sure that I honor them. And for the most part, I guess my strength is to help people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I love to do.
We need more of that. Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just from that, man, growing up, man, I played a little ball up there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no D1 prospect or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying, I did pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to say back in like 1992, really started kind of getting off into music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And getting a foundation.
What motivated you to do that?
Man, I just love music, you know. And I had a friend of mine. His name was Carlos Brown. His father and his uncle had started a record label called Platinum Touch Records. Okay. And they had a house fire at one point, and then they ended up getting their house restored. Mm-hmm. So one day I was over there, and they was still getting the house repaired and stuff, man. And I started hearing all this music banging out the back. I'm like, man, what's going on back there? They like, oh man, we got a studio in the back. Oh. So his dad and put a studio back there. And
a new refurbished studio.
They didn't have one at first.
That's what I mean. It came with the refurbishment.
Right. Yeah.
With the upgrades.
Because they had a tree business. It was Brown's Tree Care. Okay. And then from that, they had this record label. And his uncle, I started seeing his uncle more. Okay. And his uncle was named Jerome Brown. He used to go by J-Bomb in the streets. Okay. So through that, they had a group called V-Flow that had signed to Ichiban Records.
What part of Dallas is this?
It's Pleasant Grove.
Okay.
Now, they had a DJ, Reggie D. You know what I'm saying? So this was all when they was in high school. Okay. So all these dudes, and I'm hearing all these records that they was recording back there. They had the drums and the keyboards and all that. So I'm hearing all this and that, and I'm like, hold on. Yeah. They started letting me pick the singles and stuff, and I'm listening to how they arranging and all. I'm like, hold on. And I kind of started digging, and this is in '92.
It's your fun.
Oh man, I'm like, hold on. I took a little piano. I ain't do great at it. Yeah. But I knew that the music, I had an ear for that. Yes. You know, so then from that, we fast forward to 99. Mm-hmm. I'm out of high school now, and I run into Jerome Brown, and he was a street executive for Priority No Limit Records. Okay. So now you know who the hottest label, right? You know, then is No Limit.
At that time, yeah. You used to work for No Limit, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So because he put me on.
Oh, I just remember you working for him. Yeah.
So J-Bone put me on. So now I'm a street rep for No Limit Records. So I started getting the plugs on those things, and that's how I started kind of moving around in the industry. Okay. So then that's when the DJ Curious was born, right there.
DJ Curious was born.
Right there.
So did you ever DJ?
So for the most part, I started DJing little parties here and there. Yes. But for the most part, my strength was in doing records.
Yeah, mixtapes. I remember that. How many mixtapes would you say you have?
Right now, my RTDs is, I want to say at least some 35 in the R&B screw tapes. Damn. I'm about 20 in the rap. And then I got the Dirty Side Rider albums. I got everybody know about it. It's about 6. It's really like 7. Because I got an unreleased album that don't nobody got but me.
Who on there?
It's all the DSR crew.
DSR?
From the original.
The original DSR. Mm-hmm. Who rapping on there?
You got Tom and Tuck and Fat and Addiction and my boy Hawaii the Herd, rest in peace. Yeah. We got a couple of features on there too, but there's nothing major like that. But it's really just us. Yeah. It's some records I did that nobody have.
So around that time, we were talking about it. You know, we hit on it. We did have the Dirty South Block Party.
Yes, sir.
I can remember one day we were down in East Dallas at the old White House.
Yes, sir. With the creaky stairs.
Everybody always say that. About to fall through the. I mean, because there wasn't even no 4 stairs. They were real narrow. You had to.
Oh yeah.
And close your show. Fat boys couldn't come up there really. You had to turn sideways to get up them holes.
I was a little dude then.
Yeah, man. Me too. I was a lot smaller. I look at them pictures back then. I'm like, damn, I was little. But anyway, I remember you bringing a product to me, and it said Dirty South Riders. You said, this is my group. It's called DSR. Explain this to the people, because I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
I want you to kind of, fill me in, but I know what I know. Okay. I know what I believe, but I just want to hear it from you.
Okay.
And let's tell the world this super tight exclusive.
All right. So the super tight exclusive. This is how it actually went. Okay.
Okay.
So for me doing those No Limit records, that was rumored that P wanted a screw tape.
Okay.
So what I did is I reached out to Bellway 8, which was a group out of Houston.
Yes.
Out of Prairie View.
I remember them.
A lot of my boys went to PV. So, and that's really how I learned how to rap, was through my buddies that went to Prairie View.
Okay.
So that's how I learned how to get the freestyle flow down. So we go from there, and P wants this record. That's what J-Bomb tells me. So I reach out to Bellway 8, to Mike Mo. Mike Mo, I hit him up. Hey man, I need this demo, blase, blase. Like, okay. I had DSL then, so it's slow.
Yeah.
Take forever to get that record to me, the demo.
Yes.
So he's like, man, look, I put it in the mail, but you got to give me at least 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, I'll give you 2 weeks, bro. Well, while I'm waiting, my birthday rolling around.
Yeah.
I want some turntables. So I hit up moms and pops and like, hey, I need to get some turntables, because my intention was to do regular just mixtapes.
Okay.
I'm ordering mixtapes online and getting them, and I'm like, man, I want to do that too. Well, we fast forward to a little conversation. I'm hearing some guys talking in the store, and they talking about screw. And I had some screw tapes, man. I had some gray tapes, and I'm listening to it and I'm digging it, because in my mind I already hear the music, so I already slowed down before I even learn how to do this stuff. I'm just that's how I hear it. So I hear these guys talking, and they kind of discuss how it kind of go. So I heard the conversation. I said, well, hey y'all, I'm out. I got to go home.
Ear hustle.
I go home and I start messing with the pitch, and then I start playing with it. Man,
you figured it out.
I figured it out. So now I done got the demo.
Yes.
I did it myself. I'm sorry about that, Mike Mo. I'm sorry, dog. I had to do it. So I didn't turn that one in.
Is this the first time he's heard that story?
This is the first time, Mike. I'm telling you, I'm sorry, bro. I had to put mine in.
Okay.
But it didn't go nowhere. So
Okay.
we good on that.
Okay.
So now I already had guys that was coming over to the house, and we were doing freestyles. And so back then we was called like PGA.
Okay.
Pleasant Grove All Stars. And it was like my boy KD. I even had my little sister on there rapping, like John Yale, and I had my boy DeMarco and a guy named Jeff, doing beats, and another cat named Lone Wolf, and my best friend Curtis, and this guy named Octavius. Yeah. And my boy Bristol Collins, he went to Skyline with me. So we all doing these freestyle flows and stuff, man. Mike Gibson, and we were doing these flows, and my boy KD, and we just getting these tapes done. So we just started adding up. So we getting all these PGA records going, and then they started expanding. So I started having, man, a whole bunch of cats coming through. Yeah. This guy, I ended up meeting this guy named Kobe Savage.
I know Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? So I just during that time, all these guys is getting introduced to me. Then I meet AP. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I start meeting Caesar, and then everybody started coming to me just doing freestyle tapes. Well, now I got the screw going. I'm like, man, hold on. Maybe I can start doing some screw tapes. So now I'm like, well, I'm gonna start trying to move these things. Yep. So the place to go for me in Pleasant Grove was through T-Town.
T-Town Music and More.
George Lopez.
Shout out George.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to George. And so what happened with that is I already got my buzz going now a little bit, but I need to get it moved on another level. Okay. So I take my tapes, I take them to George, and I say, hey man, I want to see if I can sell these in here. Can you do that for me? Well, the only way he was gonna do it was through consignment.
That's right. That's what he did.
So I'm like, oh man, I thought we was better than that. Because I've been knowing George since.
You thought he was gonna buy him outright?
Man, well, because check it out. I've been knowing George since 1985. Okay. We grew up together. We had a different relationship, I want to say at the time. We was in karate together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the YMCA over there, Southeast YMCA, right across from Hood Middle School.
Yeah.
So he grew up with my older brothers. And I know his mom, dad, sister, brothers, all that, cousins, and all that. So, I was like, okay, I put it on consignment. So I would go and put the tapes in there, and they growing dust on them. So I'm like, okay, I can't do this. Hey, man, can I come in here and work in your store, to move my tapes? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can do that. So I go in the store, and I start moving them.
Yeah.
And then they start moving. So, I was going there, man. Hey, I got the new Swisher House. We got this. Joe's got that. And he got this DJ Curious. And they come here like, man, DJ Curious, man, a whole ass nigga. He ain't.
Who said that?
Somebody that don't know me. They don't know who they talking to. Because I didn't sell it like, hey, this is mine. I'm just like, this, and that might be the last one I chunk in there. Mm-hmm. And then somebody come in, what's up, Curious? Like, what's up? Oh, man, that's you? Oh, man, my bad. I was just playing, bro. Let me get it. I don't take it personal because I know he don't know me and I don't know them.
Yeah.
So then from that point, man, my tape started moving.
Yeah.
Then one day I'm up there and it's this another cat. He up there, he worked for Def Jam doing street promotion just like I'm doing it for No Limit. Mm-hmm. Well, that's Pow Wow. Say, man, you know what I'm saying, dog, what's up? Let me get me and Cam get on your tape. Okay. So then him, Pow Wow and Chameleon there, we do my tape, PG-44. So this is all before DSR.
Yeah.
And I'm featuring my boys from the PGA up on, on the tapes. So all through it, man, I got the hottest songs that's out, just like a Swisher House tape, but it's a Dallas flavor, which is mine. Now, at the time, the only other person that was doing screw tapes here in Dallas was Cap. Ed and Cap from the Bum.
Yep.
So, they got their stuff going, and then I got mine. Mm-hmm. So self-taught. And I got the flows on there. They ain't really got the flows on there like that. They just chopping and screwing stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to put a little flavor on mine, and I do mine at a different speed from everybody else, and then I do mine a little bit different. All mine's by hand. I ain't got no computer or nothing. I just got a CD burner and these turntables. These Pioneer. What I'm doing on? I want to say the 500s. So I get the tapes going. They moving. Then. So then George had a little incident with them peoples. They came through there and took all the CDs and the movies and stuff.
For what?
Because they wasn't right. They didn't have no barcodes on them, so they were illegal. So
I didn't. So
it's a tag and bag kind of deal.
A bootlegger?
Yeah, it's a bootlegger. Even my tapes is in there. I just did. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about this too, bro. The Scarface the Fix album.
Yes,
I touched it before Watts them did it, and it was in there, and them things was moving.
So are those because let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Are those the CDs that he got in trouble for?
Yeah, all the stuff that wasn't copyrighted.
Oh, like your stuff?
Yeah, my stuff, Swisher House.
Okay, got you.
The movies and stuff.
Oh, got you. I thought you was talking about like a bootlegging situation.
No, he had real stuff in there, then he had like mixtapes and stuff.
Oh, okay. That was I about to.
Yeah, no, it was like it was a cat. Shout out to DJ T Roy. That's he used
What's
to
up, T Roy?
You know what I'm saying? He used to move his mixtapes and stuff through there, and he had the movies. He had the multiple VCR burner and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lot of stuff in there too. So they end up taking all that. So I want to say it was worth probably about 10 grand worth of product that was taken.
Wow!
In like that one day.
Bye.
Gone.
That hurt.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh yeah, that hurt, man. That'll make you. That'll make you cry. That'll make a young man cry.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about?
All in one swoop.
So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. You already said it, but I just want to clarify. All this is before you came up to KNON.
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
So then we get from that, man, and I get a phone call. It's from Lopez.
Okay.
And he wants to me to get my best rappers all together and let's form a group. I'm not interested. For one, just because I got rubbed the wrong way as far as how I how I had to move my mixtapes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like I got the support that I needed from him, on that. And I got it. I had to go earn it on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just.
You want to do something different.
Yeah, the support one, I didn't need to do that because I was already becoming successful without that.
Yeah.
Because I had I had just a whole bunch of different people that I could feature on my tape, and I wasn't just locked in.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah. And this went on for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I had another buddy of mine, my boy Jay Rocker. And Jay Rocker was like, man, why don't you just go ahead and do it, man? I was like, I ain't really feeling that, bro. You know, to really be honest with you. And at this time, the rappers that were kind of just started being featured on my screw tapes was my nephew Addiction.
Okay.
OE the Thriller. They had a group that was called DSP.
Already.
That's with Ken Dog and Psycho B2. So it was them 4, but they were the main 2 that kind of would always come around.
Addiction is your
It's my nephew. It's my sister's son.
Okay.
And we was doing a lot of work together.
Yeah.
At the time. And then a friend of mine from elementary named Freddie Kane. Freddie Kane had introduced me to Pico Train and AWACS. So he would come over. Those guys came over with Freddie Kane, and they were doing some flows. And then from that point, right, I'm talking about like right before this ideal of this group that could come together.
Yeah.
My boy Freddie Kane comes over and say, man, look, I got this other cat, man. He want to come over here and rap on, you know what I'm saying, on some stuff with me. And then it was Cedric Tuck.
Cedric Big Tuck.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So, you know, they come over one night and boy, I still got the flows. I still got, this is before DSR stuff.
Okay.
I still got the flows right now. I got them in my pocket.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's got receipts.
You know what I'm saying?
I try to, you know, I'm trying to bring it to this day.
It's the PGA 14 album.
Yeah.
So I got those. And Tuck was on that thing. I was like, hold on. Like AP's on the 13 and the 14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I hear that. I call like AP. I call his brother Roscoe Price. And I was like, hey, yo, y'all got to check this dude out. I'm playing it over the phone.
Yeah.
They hearing Tuck. I call Addiction and OE. I'm playing it on. Dog, you think Tuck can come through tonight? So, man, he just was over like 4 o'clock this morning. They're like, man, hit him up. So I hit him up. Tuck like, yeah, I can come through. So Tuck come through again. Man, we made it like another 10, 12 songs.
Yeah.
The next night. So now I got them. And then, so, you know, I was like, you know what? I hit up Addiction. I was like, hey, man, what you think about it if I do it? And like, man, well, if you want to do it, then we'll do it. So then I said, okay. I went in and called George and said, all right, man, I'll do it. But I got conditions. And he agreed to them, which was I got control of the music.
Okay.
You be the money.
Okay.
And it's not done until I say it's done. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Just let me have total control of that and we can do this thing. He agreed to that and we was good. Now, the name Dirty Side Riders comes from his wife at the time.
His wife made that name up?
She came up with the name.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, that's cool. And we wrote with that. So then that is Dirty Side Riders. This was in December of 2001.
Mm-hmm.
So we pull up and we supposed to go to the studio that day. Our first day before we even rapped as Dirty Side Riders as a collective, we go up to Bruton first, and I see I'm walking in there, and I see my boy Hawata Hurd walking through there, and he like, "What's up, dog, man? Like, man, I ain't seen you in a minute," because he was playing football. He graduated with my little sister from Skyline, and he like, "Man, I'm up here." You know, he back in town from school. He played football at Midwestern State, and he was like, "Hey, man, George hit me up. Was like, he about to start a rap group or something, man. He told me to come through." I was like, oh, because George had told me, he's like, "There's one guy I want to bring in."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I check him out, see who it is. So he ended up being Hawata. Now, I never heard Hawata rap, but I was like, I mean, all right, cool. I mess with him. I know him. I've been knowing Hawata since like 1990 or something.
Oh,
you know
really?
what I'm saying? So, like, all right, cool. We'll see. We'll do it. So it ended up being Hawata. So we get an interview by Murder Dog magazine before we even put down a flow as a group. And they wrote the article. They want to write the article. It's DJ Curious and the Dirty Side Riders. So no. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Make it just Dirty Side Riders. Because we all is one. I don't want to be separated from them.
Yes.
Because I'm a team player. That's the way to do it. You know, you
That's
want to have
real.
it like a team.
That's real.
You know, so that's how we got to that point.
This lead me all the way up to the White House. Was George involved at the White House?
Well, hold on. So before we even get to that, so let me see when I bring. So before the White House, we record the album. After that interview, I take the album to George the next day. Because we did it like on a Friday, all day. We recorded Volume 1, the Freestyle Massacre, all in one day.
Yeah.
Then I go home, chop and screw it, and it's turntable. So if I messed up, which I did, I made some mistakes.
Yeah.
I had to go back and fix them by hand. So I had to start over from scratch. You know where scratch is? Somewhere way back there.
Yeah.
So I'm up pulling an all-nighter. Then the next day after that, we go do the photo shoot. Get that done, mastered. I finished it. I take it to George to go send off to go get pressed.
Yeah.
When I walk in the Bruton, it's a cat come up to me named Raymond Johnson. Go by Chopper. He went to Skyline with me. He graduated with my little sister.
Okay.
He said, "Say, dog, man, I heard y'all about to drop a group or something." Like, dang, what word get out fast? We ain't even putting out no records or nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Is this group?
Word of mouth, baby.
Like, damn, that was fast. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got the thing pressed up yet. I'm saying, I just dropped the master off right now. So he like, man, me and my boys, man, we rap too. So I look, Fat Bastard, which was fresh at the time.
Okay.
Tum Tum, Double T, and him. So I'm like, okay, let me hear something. Well, I asked, he had a CD in his hand, so like, let me see this CD. He's like, oh man, this the only copy we got. Like, oh man, because I'm really trying to go.
Yeah.
So George put on a record or something. You put on a record, they freestyle. Like, okay. George like, get their number, man, and stuff. Let's hit them up. Like, all right. So we do that. I get their number and stuff. I get Raymond's number, and we send it off to get pressed up. So let me back it up just a little bit. The way that how you got those cast of characters for the group wasn't really. I had more people in mind too.
Yeah.
For the group, which was like it was AP, the Apostle. You had Caesar the Don. I had Smalls Greengrass, which used to go by Lil Poppy back then. The Hour Bright. I had a cat named Swan. I had another cat, man, he was from Texarkana, Young Candy Coated, and my boy Bristol Collins, who was on a lot of the PGA stuff. That's why I wanted to be on the original tape. Okay. Sometimes you tell people, hey man, I'm about to do this, and they be like, yeah, okay. And they don't believe you.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't believe.
They didn't believe it.
But I don't hold grudges. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe on the next one, because the way that the group ended up really being when the way it was supposed to have been. Because, now those are not, I can't say this fact because it's not fact, because it didn't happen like that. But if things would have worked out the way it was supposed to work out in my mind, how I had it planned, it would have been a way bigger entity than what it ended up being.
Yeah.
So now I bring you back to where we were, and I ended up hitting the guys up and putting those guys for Volume 2, which kind of upset the cast of characters that they saw. Now, now at this point, I had informed them of what I just told you about us just being bigger than what we was, So we do that. I get the songs to the guys, but before we do that, we had some side business that we had to take care of because of some stuff that happened before the group came together like that. So we took care of the little side business that was on the back side of that, because I had a cousin of mine that was kind of into it with some of the guys. Okay, and I did it as a peace treaty. Basically, just say like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't worth nobody getting hurt over. Nothing like that. So we did that. Peace was made. So then we moved forward. We got Volume 2 done. With Volume 2, I went back around and circled the wagon again to ask some, the guys they want to be on. They kind of passed on it, but we had another up and coming artist that was kind of in the count, which was Caesar the Don cousin, Mr. Wills. So that's how you got Mr. Wills. That's on the volume 2 with those guys.
Yes.
So I paired them up. They kind of already knew each other because they all went to school together for the most part. Some of the guys was from like Lancaster at the time.
Okay.
For like with Tom and them. And so now we got volume 2 done.
Okay.
Now that's when I hit you up. Because I'm like, you know what? I think we picking up enough steam to where we got about to get ready to do shows and stuff now. So we get the shows, start going. And I'm like, we need to get a buzz. So that's, the guys that's talking about, well, for radio, you got to have this payola and all this kind of stuff. And somebody like George and us like, man, we ain't finna pay for that.
Yeah.
But I said, man, you know what? Hold on. I know it's a real one, though. It's over there at 89.3. You know what I'm talking about? My boy Bobo, you know what I'm saying? So
ain't no payola.
You know what I'm saying? So I hit Bobo up, and actually how I did it, I want to say I just came up there.
You did. I remember that day.
And came up them stairs, them squeaky stairs, man.
Yeah.
Squeaked through there, and you was live on, and I'm outside the door. You know what I'm saying?
The door was behind me.
Gave me the finger like, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? So you gave me and you let me come in while you was on like a commercial or something. You had something playing, and I was like, hey, man, look, I got this group, man, Dirty Side Riders. I want to see if you can break us on the radio. He's like, let me see what you got. And I want to say I gave you the Wrecking Shit, which was with the Volume 2 guys. It was off their Busta Rhymes Pastor Cavassier remix beat.
Pastor Cavassier. Hey, Pastor Cavassier.
And they didn't even want to do that song. I'm like, man, I don't care what you want to do. This what y'all gonna do.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to force them.
They like, man, we ain't feeling that beat.
Make them uncomfortable, baby.
So, man, I'm telling you, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Slim Thug done wanted it, man. It ended up being on After the Cap. Yeah, so then, man, after that Slim Thug, man, that feature we got from them, man, went hard to work, started working on that Volume 3.
Yeah.
And that brought the whole thing all together. You know what I'm saying? We started putting in different features, like from DSP, which was like Psycho B and Ken Dog. We added that back to it.
Yeah.
I brought that element together. After that, I brought Freddie Kane in there. And then we even got we got 2 songs from Cottonmouth.
Oh, yeah. Cottonmouth Jesse.
Cottonmouth Jesse. We put him on a couple of things. On that Ay Ay Ay, that was from Yin Yang Twins. And oh, man, what was the other one, man? I can't remember the other record, but it's 2 records on there on the Volume 3. Then we also added, you know what I'm saying, some other songs that was from one of George's projects, the I-45 album.
Yes.
We met that Pimp So Hard We Dragged the Mink on the Floor record on there.
Pimp so hard I dragged my mink on the floor.
You know what I'm saying?
You know that's me singing that.
Yes, sir.
How you know that's me singing?
Man, I could tell that voice, man. I got that ear. That's that DJ ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Niggas laughed at me.
Oh, you did the thing though, man.
Niggas laughed at
I was like,
me.
man, hold on, who is this cat right here? That's Bo, nigga. That's from that 89.3. That's that dude. So, man, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problem touching that record though. Something there.
You chopped and screwed it?
Chopped and screwed that thing.
Ooh, I gotta hear that.
You know what I'm saying? It's the DJ Curious version.
I gotta hear it.
Cause that era,
wait a minute.
man, that era.
Yes. I gotta hear it.
Yes, sir. So we did that, you know what I'm saying? So we almost had that record ready, that album ready for the Kappa Beach Party, man. We went out there, man. We had a lot of fun out there that day at the Kappa. And then after that, things kind of slowed down for a second.
Yeah.
After Volume 3. Somebody was living real high that day. You know, around that time.
Somebody was doing what?
They were living high.
Who was?
Well,
somebody.
Yeah, the man was. The man was supposed to be in the back. You know, but it's a you know.
The money man.
Yeah, the money man.
Okay, there we go. Now that
Cause we still was struggling. We were starving artists still.
Yes.
But it's all to the good. You know what I'm saying? We made a way out of nothing. We got that Volume 4 done.
Yeah.
But that was off of
So what year is this? What year is this?
So this whole thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, Volume 4 come out 1 year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything. It's out 2002.
Ooh.
The whole thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We did all this and just like that.
How'd it go sideways between y'all? What happened to make it go left?
Made it go left. Loyalty.
Between
me and Mia Lopez.
okay. Oh, no, wait a minute. Okay, so you said it was people made choices.
The line was drawn.
Wow.
So how that happened is the artist wasn't happy, including myself.
Okay.
Now at the time, how many people is it, man? It's quite a few of us. Because they the vision started showing up in the group.
Division, okay.
The vision started showing up in the group, and it wasn't from me. It was coming from another side.
Okay.
They wanted to start kicking people out.
Okay.
Which I wasn't for that because my plan, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm only here to speak facts and
speak your mind.
you know, and this is not no like no beef stuff or no stuff like because all this stuff is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is 20.
It's a story.
20,
It's your life.
Yeah, this is
This
number
happened.
fact. It's a number fact. It's the only thing I can speak of.
Okay.
I can't speak on the assumptions or maybes or anything. Bro, I'm telling
I just
you.
always want to know what happened. I'm pretty sure people
all
around
this is
you.
fact.
Let's hear it.
It's real life stuff. So the lines was drawn. Actually, the first person that was kicked out of the group was Big Tuck.
He got kicked out of Dirty South Riders.
He got kicked out of Dirty South.
Who kicked him out?
Lopez.
Okay.
And this is real stuff.
Okay.
And the reason why that happened is because that mistake was on me. I gave the artist copies of the first album. So I chopped and screwed it, had everything. They got the master. So the master, that same master I took up there to go get pressed.
Yeah.
I gave it to all the guys. All the guys had a copy. And then one day we was out trying to promote before the first CD came out, before the Freestyle Massacre.
Yeah.
We go in Little World.
It's already in there.
Man, already in there. I just got up over there. My daddy used to have a shoe shop right there.
So,
like you said, on Oakland.
Yeah. On Oakland Street.
But now it's, you know, MLK.
Malcolm X.
You know what I'm saying?
Malcolm.
I mean, Malcolm X. So
Yeah.
But it was Oakland then.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
And how we getting Little World? We didn't even put the album out yet.
So y'all blame the person that was closest vicinity to the Little World.
I mean, it got to be
Process of elimination.
Process of elimination, because if it ain't him, it's Pico and Wax, and they in South Dallas, and they like, man, I'm telling you, we ain't do it. And you know, we had to find Tuck and all that kind of stuff. You find him, like, yeah, you know, he ended up admitting to it.
Yeah,
so like, man, he got to go. Like, you know, so he was missing for a few days.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want that. I'm like, nah, we can't do that, and I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy way to fix it.
Yeah,
I just don't give nobody the artist the masters.
Yeah.
So I keep a master, George keep a master, and then we good.
Get them niggas cassettes back then. Snippet.
You know what I'm saying? So
snippet.
I mean, that's how they went, man. And then so people they want to start weeding people out.
Yeah.
And
what was the reason for weeding people out?
Because now we started doing shows. Well, not necessarily, man, because everybody brought a special element to the group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
it was a money thing. Just say it, bro.
It was a money thing.
So in other words, you shorten the amount of miles you got to feed, and it makes what's on your plate a little bit larger.
But if it's like that, if it's a money thing, but we're not seeing the money.
I thought you was talking about for the shows.
But we still doing them for free at this point.
Oh, so there's no money to.
Right, but
maybe he was preparing for the future.
No, you can say yeah, you preparing for the future.
Okay, I'm just trying to think outside the box.
You know, but with the original crew, if things would have stayed maybe the way that they were, if I'd have stuck to my original plan, things would probably be different.
Okay,
that's the only thing I can say on that. I mean, but all that is assuming. That's not fact. And you know, I can't change. No. I can't change how things happen.
Yeah, you can't change history.
Things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I just want to know, and I know a lot of people want to know. I mean, shit. I was like, what happened to DJ Curious?
So
what happened to my dog, my alum? You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Skyline. You know, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, so when all that happened, man, we kind of got friction to get 4 done. a friend of mine had to pay for that session because somebody didn't want to pay. You know, Lopez didn't want to pay for that session. So we already had the record done, which is really our only true freestyle album.
Okay.
That's like, because we just was hanging out at the studio.
Volume 5, Volume 4.
Volume 4.
Okay.
We was just hanging out there, and the engineer Mikey D, he started recording us.
Mikey D.
You remember him?
Shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he recorded the sessions, and he like, man, I can't give you the records, man, unless you pay for them. It's like, damn, man. So I called my boy. I had like, look, I'm gonna put you on these records, man, which is Freddie Kane. I'm gonna put you on these records. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to pay for it though. Like,
yeah.
All right, cool. Fred wasn't tripping. He just throwing money away, so he didn't care. So we recorded those records, and
already,
and so that's how 4 got done. So then finally we was able to get through the jaws. Like, man, I'm like, all right, we go ahead and put out another one. So we put out that. He like, well, you already got some records. Cause I was trying to get more records done. Like, no, we just use what you already got. So that's how Volume 4 came about.
Okay.
Now at that point, you can already see when you look at the cover on that we went from, because you go to Volume 3.
Oh yeah.
You open it up, it's 14 cats in there. You see, you got me right there in the middle, and you got all the guys.
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
And then we go from that, and then we go to Volume 4. You only see 8 of us.
Half the group. Damn, they're gone.
Because they want to start weeding people out. Which that was not my idea, guys. That was not.
Yeah.
Not at all. Because we would have grown bigger than that if it was up to me.
Okay.
Okay. And because I ain't had no problem. Sharing is caring. You know what I'm saying? and so we went down to that, and then you go to Volume 5, and then you see it's even less of us now. So now it's like 6.
Yeah. Still,
including myself. So
what's this? 2001? Still 2002?
It's out still 2002.
Wow.
Because when you look at it, it's 3 sections.
Mm-hmm.
There's the beginning, there's the middle, and there's the end. I'm responsible for the beginning because without me,
oh, it wouldn't have been on. It was a vision. It was your vision.
Without me, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother way that would have to go. I mean, it's just, and that's just real.
Yeah.
You know, that's how God saw that.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing I can't make up. I can't make that up.
No. It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it went.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, at this point, like, you know what I'm saying,
I hate it had to go sideways though.
Yeah. I mean, so
I just be wanting people to get along.
Yeah.
To get along. And let's make that bread.
You know. Well,
you know what I mean?
so now we want to make that bread now.
Yes.
So there was a conversation that was had between 4 and 5 and the real album, because we started working on the real album that we did, the Dirty Side Rider album, and Volume 5 at the same time, simultaneously. And so right after 4, you know, he kind of tightened it up on how we recording, because I was on my no limit shit back then, man. I'm on records done fast because I feel like we flood the market. I get people, because you know,
somebody gonna pop.
You only hot for so long. When you put out a record, maybe you got 2-3 weeks out of that, and then they ready for the next one.
Yeah. Unless you got a bona fide hit on that bitch.
Our first show, man, we got booed. I got the show. I got the whole footage. I recorded the whole thing. Our first show was with Flip. Our second show was with Slim Thug and ESG. They just did their little group thing, you know what I'm saying, together, a super group. Then our third show was with Big Mo. You know what I'm saying? So we was in the places. We doing Club Tiffany's over there in South Dallas.
South Side.
You know what I'm saying? Then we did
I was at that one. Slim Thug was in there.
Yeah.
I was at that
Slim
one.
and ESG.
Yeah. I was at there in Brazen Phase, baby.
Yeah. And then Hoopty, it was Hoopty Club.
Hoopty, yeah. Shout out to Hoopty.
Shout out to Hoopty and Pookie and Lucci, because they was there.
Crown the ball.
Because they just left Kevin A.
Yeah, I was there.
They just left Kevin A.
I was at that show, man.
You know what I'm saying? And we did Longhorn Ballroom before. You know what I'm saying? We did a show with Ludacris and DTP. Cash Money.
Yeah.
It was over there like where that little race car place was over there off 35, over there where all them strip clubs.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? We did, man. We did
Malibu.
that, man. Yeah, Malibu. We did that, man. We did a
Speed
big show
Zone on the call. Now.
with Manny Fresh and all them.
Oh shit!
And
So
Wayne.
y'all come on.
This is all 2002 still. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all caught the traction that you was the plan worked. The plan
worked after getting booed at first.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's getting you
Tom want to fight. He want to beat up fans and stuff. Man, F them. they booing us. I'm like, dude, you can't get mad at them. That means we just need to go harder.
That's it.
We need to I need to keep finding what we need.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to get back in the studio. I want to go now.
Sharpen your craft.
You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get better. You can't get mad because somebody don't like us.
No.
And that's fine. So I got to keep plugging away
until
I find what I need. So, after that, at 4 and 5, me and the guys, they want to have a meeting. Say, Curious, man, we need some money, bro. We need to get to this.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they talking, like, okay, look, this is what we want. We want $1,000. And how we was getting paid was off of CDs.
You make you sell your own CDs?
Yeah, we get a box of CDs, which was like 50 copies in there maybe.
Yeah.
So if you sell them, if you sell them for $10, then that's what you got.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody know us like that at one point, So I'm basically having to give them away. So I ain't making no money like that.
Yeah.
But we starting to become headliners instead of openers. And the money still really ain't coming like that. So I'm like, oh, something got to change, bro. If we headlining, we need to start seeing that money.
Oh yeah.
Because people coming to the club now to come see us.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, no. But they have a meeting. This what they tell me. Some other juicy stuff is in there too. I'll leave that out right now. On what was discussed at this meeting, that players only meeting with me and the artists, and they say some things, and I call Lopez like, hey man, we need to have a meeting like right now with all the guys. He's like, well, y'all come where I'm at. Like, no, we ain't coming over there. You coming over here where we at, which was my apartment at the time over there on Ferguson.
Yeah.
So he come over there to the apartment, and all the guys is there, and I say, look, man, this is what we need. We need $1,000 a piece and a box of CDs. That's our fee for doing these records. He said, I ain't doing that. I get some other niggas to come do this. True fact.
And who was all in the apartment that day? Tum,
Tuck, Fat, Double T, Addiction, OE, Mr. Wheels, Hawata.
So they heard him say all that?
Yeah.
And they still chose him?
I said, man, hold on. No, you know what, Curious? He right. We probably won't just take that money.
He said, what, back up.
Because he said he wasn't going to pay us $1,000.
He said he's not paying us $1,000. In that same conversation,
yeah,
they turned around and said,
hold on, man. Well, he right. Because he ain't going to pay that. I'm going to just give y'all the box of CDs. That's when the division came.
That's when it started.
Yeah, because you asked me to do something for you.
Yes.
So I put my ass on the line, right?
Oh yeah, I see where you're going now. Now you're out there.
You
out there in the wind now.
I'm for the team.
Yeah, now you was for the team.
I was for the team because you told me this is what you wanted.
Yes.
So I did what you asked me to do. And
then
when the man come in and you say something different.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm the outcast.
Whoa. You said they said, and because I'm one of them guys that's matter of fact. All of them did not say that in unison. One person said that. Who was that one person?
Well, you digging, ain't you, man? You digging.
I just want to know.
It was Tom.
Okay, Tom said that we're right.
George is right.
Okay.
The only person that stuck with me that day, only one person did, and that was Hawata Hurt.
And that day was that the end of it all?
That wasn't the end, but that's when I saw the writing on the wall.
Yes.
At that point, that's when I was like, okay, so now I look like a fool.
Yeah, you. I mean, if they ask, yeah,
I did what you asked me to do because I told you from the very beginning when that article was going to be written before we even recorded a song as Dirty Side Riders.
Yeah,
it was DJ Curious and the Dirty Side Riders, and I said no,
we're a team.
We're a team. It's just Dirty Side Riders. Don't separate me or segregate me from them because we are all one. At that point right then, I knew that the separation was
coming.
It was coming.
Yeah.
So, I talked to.
Oh, that shit hurt.
It did hurt me. It really a little bit. It really ticked me off, and I could kind of start seeing that you watched Straight Outta Compton, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like Cube at that point.
Yeah.
See Jerry and Easy.
Yeah.
They eating steak. Shit, all I got is Fat Burger.
Fat Burger.
I said, man, well, one day I can get some of that steak. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Well, that day never came.
So what was your next move?
So we recorded the 5 in the album. The album wasn't really the way I wanted it to be. I missed one mixing session and my song got ruined. In my opinion, I brought that to his attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel so. It's just it's adding up now.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God.
One thing
man,
after another.
Yeah, that one, like I only did one record on there.
And
because it's bigger than me. I want it for the guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I would, if we come to a show and we got 15 minutes, I got 14 dudes I'm trying to satisfy. But it's bigger than me. I'm the DJ who just so happen who can flow too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not concentrating on me because I'm for the team.
Yeah.
I even had band members want to pay me money to make sure that they can get another show, another, song in to represent their hood or something. They got their boy, man, it's the record on there. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking no money from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get everybody in on you know what I'm saying, to flow and to be fair, because that's the kind of man that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'll give you $500. Dog, I got you, bro, right now. And you getting pissed, people get pissed off at me.
That should have been something. That should have told you something right then.
Yeah, but
for somebody to try that,
it was tried, but I just kept it pushing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm saying I would have put a mental note.
It was the
one that came with you with that 500. I'm gonna have to watch him. Who was that person? That was my boy Pico, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my boy Pico. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we out to the good. We all good now.
Good out to the
Already.
You know what I'm saying? We out.
Shout out Pico.
Pico train. What's up, baby?
Already.
I remember like, man, we gonna put over $7 and stuff like that. Bro, I get it, but I just had to fit everybody in. I did. We fit it in, and I think we got past that
already.
And that's why I can work through those things.
Yeah.
But just if you treat me right and you with me, man, I got your back all the way to the end.
Yeah.
All the way to the end. I'm never gonna trade on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. But I saw that. I saw the division coming. Before we did before we released the volume 3, we went to the Capitol and all that kind of stuff, man, and was out there with like Paul and Chameleon there and Big Mo and all that, man. We hung out. We had some little things happen out there, you know what I'm saying, having a little fun. And then some of the guys that went and said some things to some people and created a tough situation for me at the last show I did with them, which we was the headliners for PV Grambling game. This was in October of 2002. And that night I had to look, I was in 1,000% on the group.
Yeah.
At one point, but I was the only one that had kids at the time. I had twin daughters.
Oh.
And I'm like, I gotta go get a job because
I
told you the money really wasn't there like that at that time.
You got to man up.
Not for us. But
somebody getting the money.
Somebody getting it. Cause man, we moved like 18 the first one, we moved 25 the second one, we moved like 30 the third one, we moved like 40 to 45 the fourth one.
You talking about K?
K. In the fifth one, we moved about 50. And then that album, you know what I'm saying? I probably did about 75.
And no money?
Nah, no money.
Now let me ask you this: when you say
moving, you know what? But I can say that for me. I can't say it for them because I'm only speaking fact.
Okay, yeah.
For me, it wasn't.
Okay, you didn't get paid. So, out of all that, you easily just counted up more than 150, 200,000. Easily. Times $6-7 a copy. It's a pretty penny. Pretty penny. And you didn't get paid.
No.
Any of the artists got paid that you don't know because you can't speak for them.
I can't speak for them.
Okay, I feel you on that. So we'll move on. Oh, that's a hot topic right there. Scary subject, man. Anyway,
handshake deal.
Oh yeah,
we grew up together. That's
how they get.
How you gonna take care of me because we go back. But I ain't see it like that.
No, in hindsight.
Oh,
That's
different
learning,
things would be done.
Oh, that's
done
a learning
different.
lesson. Yeah, it's a big time learning lesson.
Learning lesson.
So, no more DSR.
Well, after that situation, man, I felt it was a little sticky. You know what I'm saying? We did the show. You could cut the tension with a knife in there. So it was like them, and then it was like me and Philly Station.
Yeah.
Because that was my entourage. So I had them with me. And so on the stage, you could see the division. So the next day, we going to go record the Dynasty album. So we go, he's like, hey man, let's be at the studio like 3:00. Okay. That's cool. All right. My mind stayed working. So I'm already 2 steps ahead. I go and I just got a record from like Toe Down, the Country Fried Steak remix, which ended up being throwbacks. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Toe Down handed that to me. Like, here, man, let me go on my record, man. Check this out, single, such and such. Like, all right, cool. I mean, you give me a single. Dude, I met Jaye Dilla.
Ooh.
Me and George went to an industry party. And it was at a club that was underground over there, Pacific Avenue.
Yeah, that's I threw a party there one time. Pacific Bar and Grill.
Pacific Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
We go down there, he like, man, we're going to this industry party. I don't know who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
We go in there, man, and everybody got time ports. I ain't got no time port. I got a cell phone and I'm thinking I'm doing something.
Oh yeah.
They coming up, Robert Pack from the Maverick, just beaming into each other.
Yeah.
And then this little dude come around the corner, this little short dude, man, it was Jaye Dilla.
Wow.
Slum Village. I met Jaye Dilla, dog.
Wow.
Legend.
You
know what I'm saying? So,
legend in the game.
I got these records, man, from them and all that. That's how, we got for like the 5 and all that kind of stuff. But we uploading the album for the Dynasty. George showed up late to the session. And then he like, last night was weird.
Yeah.
It don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And like we all got piece and chain. Well, hold on. We all got pieces.
Did he get the chain?
Somebody did. It was just one person got the chain. So I got a piece, no chain. Only one, but
a Dirty South Router piece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I had to get my own chain.
Was it diamond down?
No. It was white gold.
White gold?
White gold.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look at it like, a lot of people look at it like as an achievement.
I was thinking about, those that's $6-7 times 200,000.
Man, it could at least got me a chain.
Could at least got you some baguettes on that something, some princess cuts.
Something, but man, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But just the piece, I get the box. I'm like, hold on, let me look for the.
And then he picked up that cotton. You know how they wrap the chain under the cotton? He picked up the cotton. There wasn't no chain under that.
God, that was a bit worse. I'm looking to see where it's at, man.
They used to hide the chain up under the cotton. And just had a piece sitting on there. You'd be like, oh, that's a nice chain, piece and chain.
Man, because I was working with TV Johnny to try to get the Curious piece done. I was working on that, man, but that's a whole nother story. But
this is a wild story.
It wasn't no chain in there. So he and I were like, man, you know what? We need to talk. So we're going to the front library because we used to record over there at Ed and Cap Studio right there in the storage place right there behind the Grandy's right there on 67.
Yeah, over there at Dream Circle, right?
Yeah, right there, right
Dream Circle.
Right next door to Bobo and Stampede Records.
Yeah, I know. Dream Circle.
Yes, sir. So we in there and we sitting in the front lobby and we have a little old discussion. And at that point, man, I decided I done had enough. So we both mutually agreed I didn't get kicked out of no group. Ain't no kicking out for me. But I couldn't fake it no more, man.
Oh yeah, exit stage left, huh?
I had to go.
Well, at least y'all was able to work that out, and you feel like you left as a man, and he stood on his morals, and you stood on yours. But that's an interesting story. A hell of a story. Wow,
it's a little bit more, but we good right there. I think we.
So now this is the question of the day. Are y'all good now?
I ain't really. Okay, so I elaborate. I give you some more. So from that point, I left. I really started getting off into stuff with Philly Station.
Yeah.
Because they were part of the original plan for Dirty Side Riders. And they kind of knew they wanted to kind of do their own thing. I planned on being all over the place, whether it's Dirty Side Riders or Philly Station, whatever, because Season AP, all they had their stuff going, you know what I'm saying? They already kind of had it figured out. That's what they wanted to do. So it was easy for me to transition over to those guys because they've always been loyal to me.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on loyalty.
Loyalty goes a lot,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? And still to this day, and it's been over 20 years that we have a friendship and brotherhood, you know, amongst each other. And I flipped over with them. I get a phone call from Addiction, and he tells me, say, man,
Your nephew.
my nephew, hey man, we working on this Street Sweep album. Like, okay, that's what's up. Like, man, we supposed to went in and did 4 songs tonight. Like, all right, he said, but it ended up being 5. So we went and did that 4. They're like, okay, hey, y'all ready for that next one? Like, nah, I ain't right to that. What y'all talking about? So that's when they came with this song they wrote. Now, you know, you like,
This DJ Curious?
yeah.
There was a diss song.
Oh man, it was more than one, but this was just the beginning of it. They said, well, but we gonna hold this. We gonna hold this in the chamber with, you know what I'm saying, just in case, which was called Wank Sir.
It was called what?
Wank Sir.
Like Wankster?
Yeah, but Wank Sir. Took a trip on the government name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was in the chamber. So I got wind of that before they even happened. So I was like, all right, cool. So Philly Station was like, we got one too. You know, we was going to the studio soon, so they ended up doing one called Lose Yourself after, you know, the Eminem record.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that one ready in the chamber for the maybes.
Just in case they came with it.
It came where we can instantly respond back.
Yeah.
But then, you know, man, like it's rough for Dallas artists.
God.
It's rough for Dallas artists because it's division amongst each other. And that still carries on to this day.
To this day.
This day with people.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't like that in the 80s.
Yeah, it wasn't. In the golden era.
Yes.
Because
we was all together.
It was better times, and just right now a lot of people don't respect each other's lane. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to be honest with you, competition is great.
Yeah.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition is always great because it makes you try your best. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to beat you, and I want you to try to beat me, and hopefully we both end up at the top.
Exactly.
See you up there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
type of shit. Yeah. So
And I'm good with that.
yeah, but when it got to be, it's always the niggas. Tap. Say that nigga.
Right. Now,
you know, it's that dude.
you know, it was a lot of stuff that you know went on behind the scenes like that. But I cooled a lot of that stuff down because that's just who I am. I don't like
But
dealing
the fact that it's got to go on in this city is what I'm saying.
Right.
You shouldn't have to cool it down. You shouldn't have to dead it. And it's not just your situation. It's been with other groups and other entities in the town
for years.
For years. It's
And still to this day. And
why do you think that is? What's your opinion?
Power, jealousness, envy.
And envy is dangerous.
Just everybody want to be on top, and some people just don't know how to play their position.
But the thing is this, speaking on that, everybody want to be on top. True.
Yeah.
I think everybody want to be first.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I mean it's room at the top for everybody, ain't it?
It's
room at the top for everybody.
For everybody.
Yeah, but it's the fact that niggas hate. I don't want to see you go before I go. That's what it is in this city.
It's so cold blooded, man.
It's so corny.
It is.
If you think about it,
it is.
It's corny. It's not over no woman. It's not over no family. It's not over no money. It's I want to outrun you to the top.
Yeah.
And if I don't, and if I see you getting a little bit more ahead of me, I'm going to pull out the hate card.
Man, and for no reason. I'm like, why? But why? But
Dallas
I don't
is full
get
of
it.
Dallas is full of a bunch of spoiled brats.
And then you got people that
We are, bro.
and wanna, you know, people enjoy being on the sideline when they don't have to.
Sideline hating.
They throw the rock in there
It's sideline hating.
and put the ripples
I
in
used
the
to have
water.
a song called nigga on the sideline hating.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And
It's always them. That's the one I tell you be on there.
yeah, all that side chatter.
You ain't even in the booth. What you even talking to my dude for?
Yeah. You know, we
It's
like
the brother, the cousin, the partners. That's man. I wouldn't be over there with them niggas anyway. Them niggas don't respect. I mean,
but sometimes it's the DJs too.
I know it could be anyone.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It could be the CEO.
like when we had the maybe, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, just in case. People wanted to hit me up, you know what I'm saying, to do stuff still, but some people were scared to even mess with me because I've been, you know, at that point I was blackballed.
Blackballed by who? You wasn't blackballed in the city.
I was blackballed.
You felt like you was blackballed
I know because I was told
by who?
I can't mess with you because if I mess with you, then he ain't gonna do business with me no more.
Who told you that?
Different artists or labels.
Oh. Well, you wasn't blackballed by radio stations. You
No.
could have came, you could have bought me.
Oh, yeah.
You could have bought me the Philly station. And
You know
I
what
just
I'm
jammed it or damned it, you know what I mean? And
You know what
we
I'm
got it
saying?
right on up in there.
And so, but I stayed active though.
Well, see, the thing about that happens in the black community, especially as young black men, when we have an adolescent mind. Depression is rampant. And when you go through something like that, you might not know it, but you was pissed. You was hurt.
Yeah.
And your mind, your emotions don't make the right, your mind don't make the right decision when you're emotional.
That's true.
I know it.
Now for me, I for the most part, I feel like I kept
I
mine
fucked
in
up
check.
too. I've done it. I'm telling you this from my experience.
Mhm.
I have been in a depressed stage for a while. I was in a depressed stage for a long, long time. That's why people never I fell off the scene for 15 years, bro. I had bitch get up off me at the top, and I was just out, man. I'm gone. Right after Chad died. I was up, I'm done. My best friend gone, I'm done.
You see, man, it's
just because I was
tough.
it's tough to pivot.
So just think.
Yeah, you got to be able to
just
pivot.
think about it like this. This dream of mine was created in the Grove, right there, the house with the M on
With
it,
the
man,
M
right
on
there
it.
at Rolling Fork Drive, 7105 Rolling Fork Drive. My sound and my vision reached Drake, Travis Scott,
Yeah.
Big Crit,
Bro, I heard them boys at 85 South
Young
talking about
Dolph.
y'all the other day. You hear me?
85 South Show.
Yeah.
With Carlos now.
Carlos
Chico.
Miller. Mm-hmm.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
All these people. It's multiple celebrities.
Yeah.
Roy Jones.
Yeah.
We Dirty South Riders opened up one of his clubs out there in Pensacola. So from my bedroom and my mom and them house
Yeah. They did all that.
was innovative enough to create for the early 2000 era from me.
Oh, yeah. And they are one of the groups, when you talk about Dallas hip hop, they don't talk about Nemesis. They don't talk about Run C. You know what they talk about? Pookie Lucci, DSR.
Man, just think, man, like, oh my God. And like sometimes, man, my kids, man, I've had a lot of kids after, I left that thing, man. I got 6 in total. And my daughters really like clown and laugh, like, man, dad, you know what I'm saying? It's funny to them. You know what I'm saying? Even
that happened?
I guess they can't really grasp it.
No, they can't.
That they dad did that before them like that.
Yeah.
I think my older daughters understand it more, but my younger daughters still kind of clown on it because they hear like Southside the Realest, right?
Yeah.
And then he got a line in there, curious ain't tough. And it's funny to them. Me and Tuck good. We good. I've talked to Tuck since then, and I understand his rap. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause it's
Oh, yeah.
competition. You know what I'm saying? So we good though. We talk like men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you like, dog, it ain't like that.
That's
You know what I'm
just
saying? Just rap.
That's
And that's why it was comical to me. It was like, it's funny, and that stuff doesn't offend me. Nothing that those guys did or said, even in those records, didn't offend me. All they did, I feel like, just made me even more popular. It made me more better because
I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way. I'm just gonna be honest.
I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I felt some type of way because I've seen shit like that happen before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to the black man, time and time again. Time and time again. And I felt some type of way. And I felt like somebody I knew that I know is bringing me something that's quality. And he making a dime off of it.
Nah.
And like you said, they got signed to Universal.
Yeah, Universal. So how that deal happened is, man, I've been gone now for about a year or so at this time. I get a phone call. So now the kind of mess we was in was kind of up there now.
Yeah.
I get a call from this guy. His name was Fred. Fred was a friend of a guy that I used to work with. And he coached like a little youth football team or whatever. And he calls me and says, hey, man, this guy, he wants to talk to you. His name Damon Robinson. Damon Robinson played football in the NFL.
Okay.
We went to like Hillcrest and Carter and stuff like that. And he played Iowa State. And he played for he played for the Jets at the time. Hey, man, he want to get at you on some music stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm with that. I know who he is. He like, but he want to meet you at this little Spanish spot. Oh man, hold on. Now that kind of what that sound like. It's like could be a setup, right?
Setup.
So I hit up Philly Station. I hit up AP and C's. I'm like, say dog, I don't know. Some kind of seemed fishy on this. So we was on IG unit shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We go. I'm in there like 50. Dog. I got this bulletproof vest on. We strapped up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. ARs and 9s and all kind of stuff. We go, you know what I'm saying? And then we walk in there and I see Damon Robinson there and I see this guy named AP, Alan Powell. And he like, which one of curious? It's me, what's up? And Alan Powell like, hey man, come out here with me. We go out to this Range Rover that's outside, me, him, and my boy Jadron Powell. Jay Powell. And Jay Rocker, we go out there to the Range Rover. And he sit down and he bust down, slide that contract right there. Universal Republic. 7.4. Damn. $7 million contract.
For who?
Dirty South Riders. They contact Sir. They call me.
Yeah.
For that.
And you had to
slid that shit back. I said, man, I ain't with them no more. He's like, what? The group done broke up? I said, nah, man, the group ain't broke up. I'm just not with them no more.
Wow.
Now, if I wanted to at that time,
you better man than me.
I could have said, okay, well, I'm gonna go back. But that's against my morals because if you wasn't with me then, what make you gonna be with me now?
I went right back in.
Some people say, man, you foolish for
that. I
went
right back in there and said, AP, y'all Dirty South Riders now.
AP Caesar, you gonna change the lineup?
Dirty South Riders, right?
Oh, man.
From this point on.
Oh man. So we changed it from Philly Station to Dirty South Riders. God,
what?
Dog.
And it'd have been
and like, how we gonna change up like that? But you know, man, from that man,
I'm just joking.
I think they I think he like, man, we can get his contact. I ain't got his number no more.
Wow.
I had his number, but I wasn't
finna for sure. It was heat in the city.
So I think what they did is they contacted my boy, shout out to Big Ant and Big Ray, you know what I'm saying, over there. They took over managing the group after that. That's the middle. And if you want the middle,
I don't know nothing about them.
If you want the middle part, those will be the good guys to go to for the middle. Because I can only speak on the top half of how the construction is. Because this is a 3-part story to that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't accept that, man, because it's just money comes, but loyalty is forever, man.
Yes. Money come and go.
Money come and go.
Yes.
Because it was a lot of hands in the pot on that. from what I've heard, because I can't say that this is fact because I'm only speaking on fact.
I heard Big Chuck had
and the disclaimer is there's
house.
no hate. There's no hate or nothing like that. No, none
They
whatsoever.
said Big Chuck had a nice house by the lake.
Hey man, what? Yeah, Joe Poo Lake?
Somewhere.
Yeah, Joe Poo Lake.
They said that motherfucker was nice. Matter of fact, I saw it on the. He had a little hood crib episode.
Hey man, what about everybody else?
Chuck had a nice house, man.
But see, I don't know. It's just
That shit was nice. Shout out my nigga Tug, man.
oh man, yes. Shout out said Tuck, man.
I can't speak for everybody else. The only reason I know because the city was talking, and then he did that little crib thing, and I saw that.
Yeah,
and that was a nice.
nice.
Good job, young man.
Man,
Good job, young man. I did.
but that's how they went, man. So I was a part of that.
Yeah.
Before they even got it, they brought it to me first.
That's a wild story
Ain't
too.
nothing but fact. You know what I'm saying? And
Do they know that?
I don't know. I know.
They know now.
They know. If they don't, yeah, they know now. I know God know, and God don't lie. I don't either.
God
so,
did.
You know what I'm saying? So and then, but from that, man, God bless me, man, to
You still here, baby?
you know what I'm saying, to mess with my boys in the Philly station. I was able to help out another young artist, man. His name is Royalty. Okay. Rest in peace to him. He ended up getting killed a couple years ago. He
Royalty?
Royalty. His name was Tony. Tony. And Tony was a good dude, man.
It was a chick named Royalty. It's a chick named Royalty in Houston.
Yeah. And then now this cat, man, Royalty dude, man. He had a guy named P. Dot, man. Used to rap with him. His name, he go by Rayfield Moolah now. Had another guy, man, named Golden Boy and Coyote, man. Them dudes. Now, Royalty was from Philly. P. Dot from Chicago. Golden Boy was from New York. And Coyote was from Virginia. Everybody that dude brought over to me could go. I wish I had the money right to get them going. If I get Royalty 20 songs right now tonight, probably by noon tomorrow, I got 20 songs from him, no paper.
Wow.
Can spit it over and over and over again, hooks everything. That dude was super duper talented, man. So I just call him One Take Tony. I taught him how to record.
Yeah.
Because when I first got a couple of demos from him, man, they were terrible. They sounded terrible. But I had to get past it. So, it's not the sound. I got to look at the artist and then I can fix that because I know my sound is a lot better than where he was recording it.
Yeah.
Then I had the Royalty era. And then I had some other youngsters. They was in high school, like with my son. I ended up naming that group L7. It was like 48 squares, man. They was some nerdy guys. But man, they had a nice flow to them, and then they would like wear polos and shirt and ties and stuff. Man, Cat Trey, Eno, cat named Twin, and then they had another guy. Man, I forget, but he ended up falling out before we could even start recording. So, I helped those guys out, man, and then I got right now, man, like bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
going like I got my niece, Money Carolyn. She's put out a mixtape and then she just put out her debut album that's doing pretty well right now, man.
Yeah. And she's from Dallas?
Yeah, she's from Dallas.
Okay. What high school did she go to?
She graduated from North Forney High School.
Okay.
She came out in...
and her name is Money
Carolyn.
Money Carolyn. I'm going to check her out.
She has a great sound, man. And then, right now I've been managing AP, the Apostle, for a good minute now because we've been friends for forever.
Oh, really? Now, AP gonna come get on this mic one day. Yeah. Now, what about a Money Carol? Is she too large for the super tight?
No, well, she's not living here right now. She's living in California. But when
she gotta come back.
Oh yeah, when she
should have been.
When she just came home, she's flew back on the first.
Yeah, I was saying,
you know what I'm saying?
So holiday season.
Money, I'm telling you, got to come through here, and I'm gonna get it set up with Bobo.
We're gonna treat you real professional. We got a professional environment out here. It's a journey to get here, but it'd be worth it.
Yes.
Man, I appreciate you coming through here, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on here.
You got some shout outs?
I got shout outs, man. First of all, to to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Without him, you know what I'm saying? Anything, everything wouldn't be possible without him. So that's first and foremost. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife, Shani. You know what I'm saying? and all 6 of my kids, you know what I'm saying? Kendall Kennedy, Reagan Sidney, Shamichael, and Sir Jr. Shout out to my boys, man. Philly Station, you know what I'm saying? AP, Caesar the Dunn. To my engineer, you know what I'm saying? One of my boys, that's off in our little old thing right now, man. My boy Randy, aka Messiah on the hit.
Yeah.
So we got them things coming, you know what I'm saying, on it, especially in the new AP project.
I can't wait.
Shout out to my brother-in-law, Anthony Buchanan, man. Go by Amp B. You know what I'm saying? He's a up and coming man, A&R here in the city, making a lot of noise. He's the one that really kind of constructed that. It was his dream and his construction for the Prophet God.
Oh yeah. I think I met him, didn't I?
You know what I'm saying?
I think I met him at the studio that they used.
Yeah, so that's Amp B's vision right there for AP and Rakim and QP to put that together, man. I did the chopped and screw version on that. That's doing pretty well on all the streaming services for that. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, we got so much stuff, man. It's coming down the pike. I still do things, you know what I'm saying, to put stuff up just to show them.
He didn't stomp you out.
Something.
He didn't stomp you out. You still out here working, baby.
No, we gonna
shaking.
Do that. Now, maybe one day. I don't know.
What up?
One day. If you go and look at the catalog right now, it's like 5 albums that's missing from there.
The first volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 5.
They ain't available.
You think you're gonna release those?
If we can work it out, anything's possible.
Ooh, that'd be classic.
You give them that, then it's an unreleased one too. Oh, nobody got that one.
Maybe I need to sit down for the culture. Anything can be worked out.
Anything, man. Look,
George, come on, Trinity, come on, man.
That was 20 years ago.
Let's get this thing handled. Yeah, we grown men.
We grown men.
We grown men.
Look, I got grandma.
The city needs to hear that. I'm telling you, man, we got so many people in our city that was Dirty South Rider fans, bro.
So my era was the beginning.
We just got to talk about it's bigger than the city.
It's bigger than the city. It's the
my
nation.
bad. Yeah,
Dude,
the world.
When Drake had it in his box, bro. He had it in his box in his room when he used to come visit his pops from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So we've touched a lot of people through coming from over there from my mom and them house.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Man, that stuff is amazing. And then you go places and other DJs and all that kind of stuff, they recognize you and say, man, you a legend. I don't know. I don't really get off into that. And, some people, man, it's funny to them. They're like, oh, curious this or curious that. Because they really don't understand.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't really understand what it is. But now
you have to be there.
You had to be there. Now, Sir Maze is more epic than DJ Curious. That's my alter ego. Was Sir Maze is even more doper. Me in real life versus that character.
Oh, really?
But you know what I'm saying? My heart is pure. Shout out to those guys, man. To everybody that was involved in all those projects, man. J Rocker from the beginning, George Lopez, Tuck, Addiction, OE, Psycho B, Ken Dog, Tom, Tuck, Double T, and even Lil Running. Even right when I left him, Mr. 5-3. Even those guys, because without that, you wouldn't have. And last but not least, my boy Walter Hurd.
You can't forget him.
You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. That's like a brother to me. And without all this, and even with the ups and the downs and the rights and the wrongs and all that kind of stuff, you wouldn't have this history.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
everything happened for a reason.
Everything happened for a reason. And, and then, God know where my heart is. And that's why I sleep comfortable every night, man.
That's it, bro.
And
as long as you know you wasn't the one that, whatever happened, if you feel like you were slighted or in the wrong, at least you don't feel like you were the one that did the wrongdoing.
I know I didn't do the wrongdoing. I can sleep comfortable, man. I ain't screw nobody over ever. I treated everybody still with respect and still like that today.
Good.
It's you still be, you know, pissed off sometimes and tough. And it's been 20 years. It's been a long time. So, you know, sometimes you gotta get your mind right and stuff like that. And
this is therapeutic.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Coming in here and I know that if I was gonna discuss with anybody, it was gonna be you.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you've always been, you know, I always had my back and been supportive since the very beginning, even when those other jokers. Now you played me first, and then Big Bink followed behind you, but then after that, you know, everybody else had to catch on late.
Yes,
but you believed in me first, man, and I just wanted to and shout out to you, man, you and Fish for giving us a chance to try to bless these airways, man. Because without y'all, man, I don't know what would have happened to even break to where we can even start getting on radio, or for like somebody like a Tum Tum to be on like on 106 in Park to get Caprice Music up on there and all that kind of stuff, man. And then for those guys to still be able to perform today, and still make money and do all that kind of stuff, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
For them still to have that opportunity. You know, I don't know what's up with like albums and nothing like that, because I know it's been a minute since they put out something, but Tom still working. I still, you know, I wish I could have we could have done a 20th year anniversary, because January the 29th of 2002 was the first day that we recorded the first volume 1, because I still got the masters.
Let's call it January 29th. We're going to call it January 29th.
But now it's finna be 21 years, this next one. It would have been special if it had been the 20.
Yeah. I feel you.
So maybe if you get to 25.
25 year, the quarter.
You get to that quarter.
You get to that quarter. That'll be special too, bro.
But that's still, you know.
God bless us to make it that long.
More time for people to try to get that right. That's it's pushing us further away from that finish line. But you know, who knows, man? I'm open. You know what I'm saying? If things is right, things got to be on the up now.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't doing that no more.
No. We live and we learn.
Never.
We live and we learn. And like we said, we all grown. And maybe we can get this thing together, bro.
But you know what?
I'm praying for you.
Appreciate it. Even if it don't.
Yeah, you still.
I'm still.
Stop.
You great.
Like, what the kids say? We Gucci.
Oh man.
We Gucci.
Curious.
They don't say that no more.
Well, Curious and AP.
What they say then, youngster?
Well, Curious and AP and Messiah on the hit and Caesar the Don got going, man, right now. And a Money Carol.
I like to hear it, bro.
God.
Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me with no good time. I want to hear it.
Gosh.
My eardrums is moist just thinking about it. Come on, let's hear it.
What we got now.
Let's hear it, baby.
That structure,
man,
and that sound. So now I know you digging Rakim.
Yeah.
Now you know how AP get down.
Yes, I do.
You know what I'm saying? So you just can just imagine what that is times 10.
Come on, let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Quit threatening me.
Hey, Rakim, my boy too. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I need to get my eyes right, bro. I need to get my eyes right. You know, so I know he can bless me with his stuff from the jungle. And
come on, man.
and that boy QP, what's up, baby?
QP, baby. What's up, man? I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Man, I appreciate you.
You are a real super tight guest, man.
I know some cats here that are doing it underground. GSP doing it underground. Freestyle Airway doing it underground. DJ Curie doing his little mixtapes. I'm like, shit, I just sit down with them boys and you know what? Let's make some money. You know what I'm saying? If they can do it, they on that level, just doing it underground, we can do the same thing underground. So,
alright. I'm curious, what made you fuck with George and be like, man, that dude there was a dude of the world and get with me and fuck with this dude, man? What happened with that?
Man, you talking about that's the man for playing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, like my boy Jay Rocker said, if it ain't played by George, they ain't gonna say it, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got a lot of consumers that come in and buy the shit, so you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I've been doing it for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? That put everybody down. You know, I ain't ashamed. You know what I'm saying? We got skills. Holler at me, we'll make this thing happen.
All right.
Hey, it's your girl Jazzy K from Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone who's been watching and subscribing. And if you enjoy this content, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get the low from Big Bobo from the front seat, not no photos.